This is an overview of the CASEIT software simulation that performs common laboratory procedures on any DNA or protein sequence. It runs on the latest Mac and Windows operating systems and is available for downloading free of charge from the CASEIT website. See the link in the description for details. PDF documents describing the simple setup procedure are available on the download page at the CASEIT website. The download includes DNA and protein files associated with cases, and also files for exercises that enable students to recreate Nobel Prize-winning experiments. Here are the contents of the CASEIT folder. Make sure to leave the executable file, CASEIT 705, inside that folder. If you run into any issues accessing DNA or protein files, in other words, if the folder that those files are supposed to be in appears to be empty, quit the program. And then create a new folder on your desktop and move the CASEIT folder inside the new folder and then restart the program. Double-click on the executable to open the application, which I've already done. And then click this button to begin. This screen has active links to the CASEIT website and also to an article in Science magazine that describes how this simulation has been used with both undergraduate and high school students. Click this button to continue, and it takes you to the main screen and associated windows. Note that if you drag the title bar on the main window, the other windows will follow in the same configuration. And you may end up rearranging some of these windows as you're doing analyses, and it will still follow in that configuration. To return the windows to their default position, select the Windows menu and this menu item. The Help window on the far right contains instructional text for the various procedures with menu buttons at the bottom, and then links at the top. These links will automatically open your web browser to tutorials in various formats at the CASEIT website and also to video tutorials on the CASEIT YouTube channel. The main screen is called the data screen, as you can see from the blue button at the bottom. These buttons are colored blue when windows are open and turn white when you click the button to close a particular window. Some of the menu commands at the top of the screen are also available on the silver button bar, which can be positioned here or at the top or the bottom of the screen. At the far left is the Opened and Processed window. As DNA and protein files are open, their names will appear as lines in this window that can then be activated by clicking or shift-clicking, as I will demonstrate. The Quick Load Run button automates the loading and running of gels, blots, and other procedures. The Analyze button exports selected sequences to the Sequence Analysis window over here on the far right for bioinformatics analyses, as will also be demonstrated later. Another important window is the 96 well plate, which appears automatically with certain analyses. To show what it looks like, I'll click this button at the bottom of the data screen. So here are the analyses that it's used for. It may disappear or be hidden behind the main window. That will sometimes happen if you click the title bar as I just did. To get it back again, you either can just drag the title bar of the main window a little bit and it'll reappear, or you can use that button at the bottom of the screen and click it a couple of times and it will come back. When it comes back, the labels may be hidden. To get those back again, there's a Labels button. And you can either show 8 labels or 12. I'll show 8. So if for whatever reason you don't see the labels, that's the way to get them back. Another window is the Loaded window. That shows the contents of loaded wells. And the Gel Blot window. That shows either a DNA or protein gel, or a southern or western blot. The easy way to label a gel or a blot is to drag the loaded window into position and then take a screenshot using the built-in capabilities of your computer. I will return the windows to their normal position. and use this button to hide the gel. There's another feature called the Genbank Screen, which you can access via this button. If you're doing your own research and want to prepare Genbank files for analysis by the software, and these would be DNA or protein sequences that you obtained from the NCBI Genbank site, you can filter the files to remove extraneous characters and save them. We'll return to the data screen. Another feature of the CaseIt simulation is a lab bench, where you can use simulated tools to set up and run DNA electrophoresis. Click the Lab Bench button, and then on the Tools menu, you can do a quick setup, or you can do a stepwise setup. One thing I will show is the unlimited supply of tips that are provided. So, pretty economical. You can see a gel running on the lab bench in part 2 of the DNA electrophoresis tutorial, but make sure to go through part 1 before viewing part 2.